Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Net.Attack. It is an attack programming bullet heaven that I played a couple months ago as part of the Steam Spring, Winter, Next Fest, one of the two, and really liked it, and it is finally out on Steam, so I figured I'd check it out. We're going to be playing this bird who is currently trying to riz me and see where it goes. Looks like, okay, right. A number of the levels are kind of more of a structured, like, limited time mission. And then there's some kind of endless mode later that we get access to. So sure, we'll just dive into this one and see what happens. Alright. So I've just got a basic laser at the moment. We get... I don't remember if we get experience from fighting enemies. I know we get resources... Okay, we mostly get resources by clearing these chips on each level. And so we want to just kind of hang out. I think the laser will just absolutely aim at whatever is nearest to me. Okay, we do get resources from them. Right, I get money from the chips. I get resources, experience here from taking enemies out, sometimes. Alright, I should probably buy some stuff. Okay, so we can do ping range. So increases ping range by 0.5. Recovers 0.5% of maximum health or increases luck. I don't know what luck does, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for it anyway. And then let's take a look at this. So, ping. Oh, so 0.5 ping actually is like increases my range by 1/8. So the way this game works is that we have kind of these on-tick chips that will do every half second in this case. Every half second, it will fire a single laser ping at, I think it's whatever the nearest target is. And presumably, I think this one just, yeah. A laser that targets the nearest enemy within 4 nanometers, dealing 6 damage to it. However, it has 2 on-hit effects that can be stacked, and I can also stack another ability that happens after this one. So it could do like laser 1, laser 2, or something like that. We have damage and range. So circular electric shockwave that strikes all enemies within a 3 nanometers for 2 range. So I could actually stick that on top of this one. So it would fire less often, but it would do a damage AoE every time it hits. Is not bad. Titan ping. Laser the enemy with the highest remaining health for 250 damage. It only fires every 20 seconds though, so that's a little tricky. We have Optimize, which actually speeds up things, and we have a triple ping, which 3 lasers at the nearest enemy, dealing 20 damage per hit. I don't have that much money. I'm going to go for Optimize, because that seems extremely good. Because I can put the Optimize here, and have it just be the lead. Okay, so it zeroes out. Good to know. So, no matter what, you can't reduce the speed of one of those below what it already had. So, ultimately, I only saved myself, what, a fifth of a second, and nothing more by putting that in there. But that's okay. I'm gonna keep going for luck. I don't know what luck gets me, but it seems like consistently going for luck either works extremely well or not. I don't know. Okay, 10 additional data after successful chip extraction. I don't actually know which counts as data. I'm assuming data is what we use for experience. Okay, did take some hit, or did take a hit there. Not the best, but that's fine. No damage. So damage my nodes. Or I can also just increase my money value. No damage across the board is kind of tempting. Because I think that just means this is going to do 7 damage now. It's not amazing, but there's a couple of things like AoEs that could be really helpful. So we have circular shockwave strikes all enemies within 1 nanometer for 9 damage. We do a strong ping, so it does slightly more damage, but it has a shorter range. We have an explosive ping, laser the nearest enemy, causing an explosion that does 4 damage to nearby enemies. Or amplified ping, fires a laser at the nearest enemy, applying the total accumulated damage from the previous ping nodes. I think I'm going to snag this one. It's kind of expensive, but I can potentially have multiple abilities trigger it. Okay. So now when I fire this, it does a little AoE explosive, which should be pretty good. Execution of all nodes by... -5 milliseconds. Isn't that only a 1% attack speed bonus? That seems eh. Okay, it's feeling pretty good. Maximum value, collect value maximum. Damage in range zones, collect bite coins up to value +1. Adds 1% to no damage for each 100 milliseconds of execution time. Huh. I'm going to go for the collect maximum value. It's currently not helpful, but the other ones are kind of wonky. Effectively, the longer your cooldown, the more damage it gets, which is kind of valuable. Okay. So, I'm going to keep going for Data Leech. So we have a limited amount of time here. I was goofing maybe a little too long. I'm just going to take some damage real quick. We can kind of chill. I just want to get as much money as I possibly can before we bail. Alright, there's the firewall coming in. Okay, what else do we have? Damage and range combine. Executes the child's nodes for each triggered import. Huh, I don't know what combine does. I like optimize, but we can't really use it here. So grab triple ping at the very least. Okay. So that at least gives me a little bit more damage. Let's keep going for luck. Yeah, I don't have any more chips that I can work with. We're just gonna hang out here until I'm pretty much forced to leave. I guess there's kind of no point to some degree. There we go. Okay, and we get something. So for each unit in range, push or heal. Huh. Restores 1% of max health every 30 seconds. That's not terrible. Each once import can only be triggered once per tree execution. Root node tick. So the healing is not terrible. Because the other ones are kind of weird. So sure, I'll do this. So every 35 seconds, it just heals me. Triggers the false port if the player's health is below 20%. Explosive ping. Nah, we don't have enough money for it. Alright. I'll just snag these. Yeah, I guess we've got a couple of options. I'm actually going to do this on kill. Also does the explosion. Seeing as it seems to be pretty capable of just killing things anyway. We just want to trigger as many of these AoE explosions as we can. See, Bytecoin value is kind of tempting. Sure. Because I think that determines how much money we're able to generate from things. There we go. And yeah, I've got plenty of health, so I don't need to worry about it. Ping range is still kind of tempting, because that just is a flat range bonus, but I'm going to keep pushing luck, even though I don't fully understand how luck works. Because that is totally okay. Alright. See what else we have around here, because we're trying to find as many of those chips as we can before this ends. Extract data. guess part of it is I don't quite know which is data. Oh, data is this here in the top right. So we can only leave once we've extracted a certain amount of data from chips. And so, yeah, we don't need more data. Okay, damage addition, collect max value. Just go for that, even if I'm not actually using it yet. Because I want to just pop all these open. Really wish those had, like, specific perks or something associated with them. Okay. Getting the bomb bots to show up at this point. Oh. Okay, we have damage and range, explosive ping. I already have a damage and range, though. We can just re-roll this. See if we can get something else. Let's see, fast ping. I'll snag that. So that actually speeds this up. That's fun. Ooh, that's a really expensive optimize. But a really good one, too. So I might have to run before this goes, but I'm hoping I don't. Okay, there's the money we were looking for. Okay, we've got a bunch of these big bombers. We can kind of safely not worry too deeply about. They're slightly in my way. I guess I'm just going to go for Bytecoin value. So that just updates and gives me more money. Alright. I'm not going to complain about that. Got anything else here? Nope. Looks like we're good. Okay, for each unit in range, push or on-player hit. Let's do it for each unit in range. That has some fun potential for a lot of reasons. I mean, okay. Let's do it. Okay, let's move this down. For each unit in range, fire an additional laser at them and then do a explosion. Let's see. We have split, so we could have that do more, or we could buy a very expensive optimize. Okay, so we have a sequence which can do multiple. I was really hoping for something that would actually attack. Oh, oops. Ooh. Actually, we're going to take this out. Because I need to have the each in range. We're just going to optimize this one. For each unit in range, fast ping. And that triggers an explosion. Doesn't cost me any extra time because I've shenanigans things. We can also move stuff over, which we kind of want to do, just to give myself a semblance of organization. Alright, there we go. That should be good enough. Alright. So now as a result of this, we should have something that will laser a bunch of things in its general vicinity. I like that little DPS meter in the bottom right. I hadn't noticed that up until now. Let's just go for ping range. Luck would be good, but the longer the ping range, the more that, the more those lasers could actually be quite good. There's also some, like, some zero value things, or like zero damage value AoEs that can get kind of nutty in a very fun way as well. No! Oh. Runs the child node once for every remaining reroll. Interesting. There's also just nuke. Which is extremely good. I guess I'm going to snag this one. This seems excessive, but whatever. Yeah, I saw the green thing in my... You ever experienced the Call of the Void where you're, like, hanging out, like, on a... Well, maybe it's not Call of the Void. No time reduced, eh. Keep going for Bytecoin value. We lost a whole level's worth of farming, and so I gotta make up for that a little bit. I mean, we'd still gotten a decent amount of money from it, but, oops. But, like, when you're hanging out on the edge of something, a building, a cliff, and there's just that kind of feeling of, like, impending vertigo. Like, you're not falling, but you kind of are. And there's, like, the weird intrusive thought of, like, boy, what would happen if I just tipped off that right now? And, like, that's awful, and I hate when my brain just does that to me. Let's see. It seems like the enemies definitely get a little bit more aggro towards me. Yeah, I'd like to pick up some perks that do collection radiuses, but... Let's see. No time, no damage. Probably just no damage. Okay, we've got the big guys who I can kill. I want to just hang out here because I have cascading death loops that can do some really silly things. Keep going luck. Extra ping range is tempting. I'm assuming having a high luck is getting me a decent chunk of experience here, on top of a lot of other things. Sure, I'll go for the no time reduction. Yeah, not a particularly big bonus, it's just 1%. Okay, I should go find some things to interact with. Because, yeah, I've been here too long. Luckily, I can just get the last couple chips and not worry about it. No, let's go up to this one. This is going to take no time flat. Extraction speed might be a really good idea. If we're offered that perk. Ever. Okay, ping range. No, let's go no damage. Oh, I am pushing it here. Worth it, though. What about this one? And we're good. Luckily, the firewall doesn't actually, like, really prevent me from going anywhere. Okay, push for ping before 0. Runs the child nodes once for every parent node in the node family ping. So we also have this one, which is bigger. Which would give me more of these fast ping lasers. This one would let me potentially cycle a whole bunch of pings. Especially if we had like a gazillion fast pings somewhere in this mix. Because I don't think we need push. It just knocks enemies away. I'm gonna grab that. Oh. Oh, I see. I can only do that once. I mean, put that there. Oh no, can't do that. Because this one has at least 2 pings. So this would let me do, like, damage and range multiple times. Reconnect that. Yeah, the main problem is none of these are particularly good. Oh, you know what? Actually, in retrospect, reducing the milliseconds, it applies to everything down the line. So that's actually very good. So we have this one, which does less damage. Ooh. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna put that there. Let's just move this one over here. Move this one into the sequence. Okay, if we want to be really silly. On hit there. So now that we've still reduced this speed. So what this is going to do... Alright, where was I? My wife destroyed herself on the couch. Let's just keep moving these over. Okay, so what this does is this will do fast ping. Wait. Ah, dang. Yeah, no. This is exactly what we want. Because effectively, we want this to... For each unit in range... So pings out. For each unit in range, pings... fast pings everything nearby, which then pings again, and then does a bunch of explosions. The only problem is, if this kills things, that's an issue. We might want to find a ping... like a ping or something that does a on-kill effect. Maybe? I don't know. You can have too many things in sequence, which is problematic. However, if you run into groups of enemies like this, they instantly die. Okay, so I could go for more ping range, which is extremely good. I'm going to keep going for the luck, though. That seems to be working out, like, absurdly well for me. Like I said, I'm in a good position here. Like, I goofed that one level, but it's not really holding me back. I think I just lost a little bit of experience and, you know, some money. Okay, just go for Bytecoin value. Yeah. Because I think the current problem is we're not actually, the chain laser isn't actually chaining particularly well. Largely due to the fact that most enemies die from the pings before they start triggering those explosions. Oops. Anyway, node time is much better than I thought it was going to be. Originally, I was like, it's only a 1%. Now it's a lot better than a 1%. Okay, which one of these is cheap? Strong ping and range, damage and range. I actually like that damage and range. We're looking for something real interesting, potentially like this one. So this is probably going to slow down the entire cycle, which is not great. Yeah, thought so. However, it's still good. This is 230 MS no matter what. Yeah, so this way, this ping will also do an AoE. And the additional lasers. Which should be pretty good. The only thing I'd maybe want to do is try and go for, like, collection radius stuff, so I can actually pick this stuff up without actually, let's see. So I can collect this stuff without actually having to go grab it. Not that we're in, like, a dire need of experience here. I'm already level 27. That's pretty good. I think luck is making our drop rates better here. Which, big if true. Okay, let's start on the outside, go inside. I don't know how much time we have. But at least we're right next to the exit. Yeah, the environment turns considerably more red as things start to go bad. There we go. But that's fine, the Rizbird can't be stopped. Ooh, that's a bunch of red guys. Okay, was there anything else up here? No. We've pretty much cleared this out. Now it's just a matter of grabbing experience and, like, one last thing. Okay, keep going for no time? Yeah. Because the no time, the longer your sequence, the more effective that no time boost is. Alright, so far so good. Grab it all. Let's go hang out next to these guys. Let's see. Okay, so the time converter is actually kind of good, in retrospect. Because that includes the base 500 milliseconds. Admittedly, that's only a 5% damage up, but still. So on player hit, do 10 times. If... Okay. Triggers the true output if this node has at least 4 parent nodes from the ping family. That's interesting. I guess I'm just going to do an on-player hit. 10 times we just effectively explode. That should be good. I'll think about what to do with that one, but mostly none of these excite me. I'm looking for more rare, interesting things. Titan ping is fun. It just fires ungodly slowly. We also have stuff like sequence, which is kind of fun. Because then I could potentially do, like, mega sequence. Even so much as I could do this. So, obviously it's a little slower, but for each unit in range, ping. And it just does that over and over and over and over again. Until whatever the thing is dead, presumably. Okay. So as usual, just head for the chips. Like, the experience is nice, and there's still some stuff that I'd like to snag from it, but I'm not, like, in dire need of more. I mean, I'm not in dire need of anything. We've got a very good setup, at least at the moment. I wonder if there's certain functions that I haven't unlocked yet. Because, yeah, I definitely know that there's functions that allow you to collect experience bits on the ground. And yeah, for whatever reason, have not gotten those yet. Which is a shame, because they're extremely nice. Very convenient. Because I think I can even have, like, lasers that will shoot from each of those. Yeah, let's just go for some more range. Yeah, do we have anything up here? Not overwhelmingly. I do wonder what the luck stat did in all of this. I wonder if that's one of those that actually is the reason why I'm getting so many experience bits from these guys. Who's the cheapest? Vision range. Oh, we have a fast ping, which is extremely good. I can probably get rid of this ping in favor of the fast ping. The only problem is the fast pings actually do a lot of damage. We also have a silent hacker. Reduces things down, and that's a pretty good optimize if I want to. Okay, how about this? In damage and range, damage and range. So now extra explodey. Honestly, I can probably stick this in here. It barely slows things down. The ping before, explode a punch. That should be fun. So now we shoot, have a bunch of chain lasers that then proceed to explode. The only problem is we don't have enough enemies that can actually take that kind of damage, and so it ends up being just kind of a waste. If there are other functions like, you know, collect nearby experience, that's amazing. Without that, it's kind of just there. But that's okay. I think very much this was supposed to be kind of the light tutorial round, not actually something that's supposed to challenge me. And whoopsie doopsie, I already know what I'm doing, so I can kind of just like demolish things with super lasers. Alright. Do I need anything? This is like second to last layer. We've got more experience than we know what to do with. I was really just hoping we get another one of those, like, walls of the really tough guys. Because, yeah, I think for the most part, most of these guys die in, like, no... Oh, damage in range zones. Collect bite coins up to a value of 3 per coin. Oh. So damage in range is what's been grabbing experience for me. That's actually quite helpful. I will keep that in mind. Okay, we could do a nuke. We can do that for active chips. Oh, worthless. Let's see. So it just does things twice. I mean, that slows that down. But I do like the idea of every 20 seconds just blowing everything up, especially because we certainly don't need anything else there. Okay, we also have an optimize that I want to fit in here. There we go. So that gets this back down to nothing. There's also another fast ping if I really want to. It's fine. I guess I could do that. Something like that. Okay, so the damage and pings are starting to get experience for me. Not enough of them, per se. But they will grab me experience. Unfortunately, it said, like, up to a value of 3. So, I mean, if we play this character again and we get that opportunity, I'll probably invest harder into it. I just want to get to the point where I can target the little experience chips. Because that really opens some things up. Okay. zap these. We might as well just mop up for a hot second. I think my only immediate problem with this build is that I've effectively I have many gun, and that is it. And I want to get real flashy with it. I wish I had more of these bouncing ping lasers that did less damage, which is probably my fault for increasing node damage to begin with. Because I think I could have gone without doing that. Okay. I don't know how many more active nodes there are. I also don't think it matters. Because we're done. Yeah, like, if we run into an enemy that is actually particularly tough, like these guys, we're doing 200 damage here and there. I don't know how exactly. Oh, I see, it's cumulative. But yeah, they all just kind of shoot each other. And, like, it's super satisfying watching them go. These guys are supposed to be hard. But I am also on the easiest possible difficulty at the moment, so... Look at all this experience that I have no purpose having or using. Ping range. Alright, let's get out of here. Because this I think this is the end of it. Perfect. Okay, continue with another character or higher difficulty. So we can leave, we can also take a look at my code. That's fine. Let's leave. Okay. Intensified hacker training, you should take a look. So this is boot camp. Nodes for dummies, nodes. I see, so this is the tutorial. Yeah, the problem is a lot of these are like... Yeah, I don't think we need that. Oh, that closes the game. Why are my only options close the game or restart the game? I have questions. Unless I misread. I don't know. What other games have Bite Rockers made? Oh, right. I was like, I knew the developers for this. I just didn't immediately connect two and two. These are the devs of Insurmountable and Beat Slayer. Okay. That was Eddie. Looks like we've got to clear another level before I can do more. Well, I guess maybe I'd just go fast. Extra threat level, limited time. So, more enemies, less experience. Okay, fine. I mean, same guy as last time functionally. Let's see if I can do something similar, sillier. AoE stacking, maybe? I guess I should buy something. Do we just get a cheap ping? I think I'll just get a cheap ping. Probably just have two separate ones rolling. We do get a for loop immediately. So my problem with damage and range is almost none of them have, Bitcoin farming. We don't need extra damage. Extra range is kind of nice, but still. Okay. I think I'd rather go for range at the moment. Because our fun was a little bit spoiled by being too powerful last time. Yeah, so the downside of this is... Well, I don't know. Is it a downside? We had double experience on the last run, but we had... Nah... I don't actually know. I'll have to think about that one. So, we had double experience, but we had less enemies. We only had 50% of regular enemies. Now we're at 1.5 experience and 0.75 enemy quantity. Which actually is exciting because, oh yeah, there's some tougher enemies too. And they're shooting at me. That's a new one. Okay, do I want to just do a damage and range, 2 damage and 3? Sure. So we have double ping, 6 damage, 5 nanometer. Damage and range or sequence. Yeah, so my goal here is somewhat to just burn them low. Let's see. I could use a for each enemy in range, maybe. Go node time. We know that one's actually really good. Yeah, I'll go for a bit of node damage. Because that means the, let's see, collect maximum value. Yep. Collect maximum value. There we go. There's probably some other nodes for me to grab, but I don't know if I'm going to make it to them. Okay, bonus luck? Yeah. Still don't fully know what luck gets me here. Still seems like it's worth it. Okay, more luck. And do we have anything over here? Nope. We're actually pretty thorough with it, which is nice. No time reduced. Okay, for each unit range. Yersh. Admittedly, that's slower. It's once every second, but it's still worth it. There. Because I can afford to take the damage. Keep reducing that node time. Get out of there before it goes bad. Alright, perfect. 4 active chips. I mean, that's good. I can also just go with a heal. It makes it easy. Alright. I still don't quite know how the experience collection works, because it's for each damage range, collects an experience token value up to a certain amount. I might have to mouse over that and try and glean its answers, because I think the implication is that the nodes are supposed to grab experience when they hit. But it seemed kind of vague. Or I'm just misunderstanding it. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Unfortunately, this is one of those where it's like, it probably makes a lot more sense if you have a programming background. Almost had a minor in game design. Almost. I think it was like 2 or 3 courses off, but it didn't seem particularly necessary to me. I guess I'll go for the damage addition, even if it's not huge. And so, like, I've taken courses on programming. I mostly, well, I was mostly capable with, like, ActionScript, but that's dead. It's kind of a shame. I actually liked it. It worked really well. I know a lot of people look down on it. I'm sure there's reason for it, but, like, as a starting, ooh, node time minus 40. Okay, so that's actually wicked good. Yeah, so my only immediate problem right now is I don't actually do a lot of damage. Manageable. Because I have self-healing, so I don't need to worry too much about getting mobbed. So it's mostly just a factor of grabbing that. Because, yeah, it seems to collect the experience for me. Just not the most consistently. Okay. Ping range. A little bit of node damage. Because these enemies are out-toughing a lot of my hits. That could be better. I think we've got everything. Yes. Actually, because I went for the note, I haven't boosted the value of hacking yet. It hasn't been a problem. Let's see what I can buy. I have an optimize. Let's see, what else do we have? I have a sequence. Sequences are fun. And they're cheap. Amplified ping. Fires a laser at the nearest enemy within a nanometer. I guess I can grab this one. Let me get another optimize. Which I can just slap in here. Okay, there we go. Start hacking. Let's just get out of here. We should be fine. 4-3. Or 4 each unit in range. 2.5. I'm going to grab that one. That slows us down a little bit, but it's worth it. So, yeah, so this just does damage equal to all prior pings. That's kind of overkill here. At the moment. Maybe not. It only slows it down by a little bit, and that potentially gives me a bunch of extra lasers. Yeah, it should be fine. We'll figure it out. Alright. Go up here, see if there's any chips. Let's see. Extract data. Ping range. I was hoping I'd unlock another character after the last region. What that one do? Slows time? Oh, it just stops everything. Not, like, the most keen on it. Now, if it slowed down the, like, round timer. Ooh. Okay, I'm noticing some areas starting to explode in very good ways. Yeah, I think that extra for each unit in range is working as desired. I'm gonna keep going for the collection radius. Just because it makes my life easier. And I have to remember not to go stand on the glowy thing. It's not actually right. What I really want is a laser that targets the experience. Because what I want is a laser that shoots at experience, that shoots at nearby enemies, that then collects all experience in the area. Something to that extent. Yeah, unfortunately, only so many I can do of that. Should be good. Or Bytecoin value. And yeah, we're not taking any meaningful damage here. We're getting hurt, but it's like barely. Okay, is there anything else around here? Nope, looks like we're good. Again, hang out. Let's see. More luck. More luck. Oh, right. Yeah. I can tell if we've seen everything. There's layers of enemies coming after me. Oh well. And I'm actually taking some damage. But that's okay. Okay, collect max value plus 3. Yeah, I'm gonna snag that, just because it's going to make my life a lot easier. Okay, do we go for a bit of no damage? I think we have to. At this point, I'm getting crowded out. There's too many enemies coming after me. And I'm back up to full health. So, 4 rerolls 5. I mean, yeah. Yeah, because I don't want strong ping. But I'll snag it. Yeah, we have Titan ping, which is extremely good. But slow. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't think we need it. Because all that's going to do is just fire a bunch of lasers in a sequence. We don't really need it to hit everything nearby. Yeah, we also have a fast ping. Actually do, like, tons of damage. I was expecting the fast pings to be kind of weak, but it's not. Okay, let's grab the select hacker. There's another one of those, but I don't think we want it. Oh, select the player as the new executor and runs the following nodes. Oh, that's fine if I put that at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, we've got some other things that I could do, but I think it's currently fine. But yeah, that would actually let me potentially undo a chain, which has some interesting potential. I think the one problem is because now my chain laser is so strong, it's actually mucking up my AoE one a little. I mean, I can make it work. I think we might want to give it the... some other things. Stripes. Chain lasers are goofy. Okay, let's do... Yeah, the problem is triple ping is a Terminator. Those all have really good range. Yeah, I don't know how to do this one. Because the problem is I've got a laser that's extremely strong, does a lot of damage, and wrecks things pretty effectively. Problem with it is... it's hampering my ability to collect resources. On the flip side, I'm level 25. You know, it is entirely okay to just say, like, hey, maybe I don't need to get stronger than I already am. Otherwise, I could actually move the hacker thing up. Let's see. I'm going to keep going for Cookie Monster. That's still helping me. Those AoEs are extremely good. Yeah, the main one is if I could fit an explosive in to that chain. Well, that was effective. I do happen to like it when enemies cluster that hard around me. I think this is the last data node. Okay, I'm going to try and do something. I'm going to take Select Hacker back out. We're going to hook this in here. We are going to do... probably just that. But it does a double ping, then it comes back and then does a mega ping in my area. Otherwise, we could do a damage in range 3. Let's try that. As much as this is... well... no, I can't do that. Because, yeah, we have another weak ping here, which is interesting. We also do get another Select Hacker. I think I'll snag that for the moment. Oh, there it is. Moved my... that. Okay, I think this is going to be fine. We've picked up all the data, so we can just kind of hang out. So, obviously, this did tone down the Doomsday Laser just a smidge. On the flip side, I don't think the Doomsday Laser needed to be toned up too hard. And this just gives me a bunch of extra additional AoEs. Which is pretty good. Bitcoin Farmer, further, yeah. So some of those landmark nodes have higher values. I noticed that earlier with the time reduction. That's a big optimize. The 4x3 is tempting as well. But I'll take this. Okay, so that no longer has anything. We have a Titan ping. We got some stuff. Which means I could actually probably do something like this. Slows the Doomsday Laser down a bunch. But maybe that's fine. We also have this one. Yeah, that's probably worth it. That's very worth it. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yep, that's absurd. It fires a little slower, but it fires 6 times now. I just need more attacks that do no damage, which I guess the regular ping rather than the fast ping would do it. I'll have to play around with it. Next time we see like a regular ping that doesn't boost damage at all. Huh. Alright, get another death beam. I mean, one way or another, we've hit upon a particularly powerful build that, for the most part, is destroying everything and grabbing every bit of experience for me. So, I mean, very much mission accomplished. It feels like there's more things that I could do to kind of crack the game open, but it would require me to do less damage initially. Let's see. Do we want to go for even more range? Sure. I'd like to be boosting the range on those death nukes, to be honest. They're making some very horrid noises here and there. Which I'm not complaining about. Like, there is a triumph to playing one of these games and causing the sound engine to break in half because you've done something particularly goofy. Which is, like, kind of where we're at. Just keep going for that node reduction. Ooh, that's a bunch of enemies that can withstand my super lasers for a moment. Excuse me, I need all of you to perish for my amusement and validation. So yeah, it doesn't pick up every single bit of experience tossed my way, I'm noticing. There's an amount that doesn't make it back. Okay, ping range, no damage. We don't need no damage. Do I look like somebody that needs to damage enemies more? Oh, come back, I wish to destroy you. Stupid firewall. Limiting my fun. It's fine. Alright, what do we get? 4-2, or a nuke. I guess I'll grab the 4-2, but I still don't know what I'm doing with that. I'll grab another one of these. So we have double ping and an optimize. I'll put the double ping in here. Or actually, there's a regular ping. Perfect. Barely any damage on that one. Into that. Into... I guess we just do chain laser? Into select hacker into double ping. There we go. Could definitely use another optimize. Wait, trace ping. Fires the laser at the nearest enemy within 8 nanometer. Oh. It scales based on how many... Holy shit, that's good. That does a bunch of damage. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, so we're not firing as fast as we could be, but I don't think it actually ends up mattering. And gosh, all that extra range gets goofy. Let's see. I really wish I could put just like an on hit on some of those AoEs. Alas, that seems to be currently locked off to me. Also, it does feel like a lot of the rare and really interesting chips are, well, rare. So it means I don't get to really fully get to enjoy them. Because it's like, yeah, the ping amplifier is certainly like a fun idea. I just don't know if I'd use it. Okay. Like, that's actually too much damage, and it would mean I wouldn't be able to collect any experience. So I don't think it has an on-kill. No, it does. It does have an on-hit. That might be fine. It slows it down even further. Okay, I think that worked. Because now that should do goofy amounts of damage to anything. The only immediate problem is it doesn't fire extremely fast. What I could do is potentially cannibalize my entire top ping combo for it. Which, like, is a little tempting. / necessary. Because I've got a bunch of optimizes up there, but I think that one's just, like, inferior. In every way. I mean, I don't hate it. Go for a bit more luck. Oh, that's a 60% luck boost. I mean, okay. So let's take a look at this. Oh, boy. Okay, hold up. Alright, so this goes here. Oh, is that it, actually? Okay. So, on tick, optimize, optimize, optimize. Reroll, select hacker. Ping chain. Fast ping, which speeds things up a little bit. Because this will possibly kill some, but it still triggers this on hit. Which goes back to this, which then triggers the double ping. On hit will... Actually going to move some of these around. Because we don't need that to kill anything. We'd also have a fast ping. There's also triple ping, which has some interesting potential. Oh, but that triggers an on-kill, which is trickier. I think this is fine. Okay, right. We don't want to go through yet. Okay, so I am now a kaleidoscope of laser explosions. Yeah! That's pretty good. Okay, so on player hit, 4 active chips, and 3. I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't know what to do with it. So the other thing I can do is sequence. I'm gonna put the sequence here. Because we might as well also have that do one of these. It only slows us down by a smidge, and potentially gives us a little bit of extra oomph. And then actually, wait, where did that one go? Fast ping, fast ping. Then I can also put the fast ping here. Oh, which doesn't speed it up. Beans. Whatever. We do get another optimize. And we do have an if. But I think we want that optimize. We just need a little bit more. There's no way to, like, sell things, is there? Nope. Alright, whatever. It's fine. So the only thing that this potentially has some issues with is if we run into anything that is tanky or tough. Because I have a tanky and tough and on its own. Luckily, this game seems to be pretty committed to the whole idea of sending swarms at me. Rather than any kind of singular unit. And honestly, if we do run into a singular unit that I need to be afraid of, I can just reconfigure my entire build to cope. But most things seem to melt real fast. Yeah, what I'd like to do at some point is a build of probably a bunch of double lasers because they can multiply. You know, a double laser that has an on-hit effect, if both of those lasers hit, that on-hit effect triggers twice. Collect max value plus 1, Yersh. Because that's how we potentially get some some interesting infinite cascading death. Like we just saw right there. I love this. Like, it's not the most balanced experience, I'll own that, but I'm also on an easier difficulty at the moment. You know, it's not really chucking the main threats at me. Or okay, there's the optimize. Let's get it up in here. Oop. Okay, optimize, do X. Just one goofy long function. Because why not, right? Yeah, the problem is the triple pings do tons of damage. So the double pings are good. In fact, the double pings are by and far the best, one of the best nodes in the game. Because, yeah, if they only do, like, 8-9 damage, that's not enough to kill pretty much anything. So if you could, like, sequence just, like, a handful of those, things get so funny. And yeah, every time I get one of those, oof. Unfortunately, there's a couple second lag time going into my, build menu before I actually start firing again, which can be kind of tricky. And looks like we're collecting all of our experience. This is very convenient. Okay, almost all of our experience. I'll take it. I wonder what happens if you go outside the firewall. Do you instantly lose? Do you just start taking boatloads of damage? I'll have to try it at some point. Just not now, I'm winning. Oh. That would have actually been the end of it. Oops. Oh well. Okay, does that mean we have a new character? Yes. So we have Hoppa, who does infected packets. So, yeah, the other thing I can do is go back to Eddie and keep going down these. Thing is, Eddie's kind of boring. I mean, not that bad, but eh. So this guy does on-tick ping. Oh, that's their starting equipment. You can also see, I think, what they have. Damage and range family, for each and range family, ping family. So hop 2A instead, for each and range family, mine family, poison family, and packet family. So on tick, infected packet. On corruption tick, infection greater than 16 and 64. So those have some really interesting functionalities that I want to play around with. I'm going to do another episode of this, I think. But for now, at least, I might as well mention that the Net.Attack demo is available. Net.Attack is not a demo. Sorry, I've been doing Next Fest too much. But Net.Attack is available on Steam right now, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is genuinely one of the better bullet heavens I've played in a while. Yeah, it still very much follows a lot of the same ideas from Vampire Survivors and whatnot, and it still feels like there's some... It would be nice if I could, like, upgrade a node to do funnier things. Like adding, you know, adding extra inputs, outputs, switching outputs, or even like getting into the point where you can start doing like for loop or recursion loops and stuff. Even if I know that would break the game, it'd just be very fun. But for now, at least, yeah, if you want to pick it up, just follow the link in the description below. But for now, at least, there we go. If you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.